Hey everybody, it's Frida again. It is 9:45 Eastern Standard Time, July 21st, 2014. I'd like to introduce you to my Congressman, Mr. Bob Goodlatte. Of course, I'm connected to him on Facebook. This is actually his website, goodlatte.house.gov. So what I'm going to be discussing with you here today, you can go find yourself as well. Um, I'm concerned about the border crisis. I'm concerned about the illegal immigrants. I told you the other day that I found out they had been dropping busloads of, I don't know how many, but there's a dumping station up the road from my house. And it's a problem. I'm concerned about it. Quick note, that gross national debt climbing. We're at 17.6 trillion still, but quickly on our way to 17 and a half, or 17.7, I mean. But anyway, what I wanted to point out to you was a press release that Goodlatte's office has put out. Now, this press release is actually from July the 3rd, and I'd seen it at the time, didn't spend a whole lot of time with it because at the time, I guess I just didn't, I don't want to say I didn't take this whole thing seriously. I think I thought somebody would have stopped it by now. I didn't think it was going to keep going on like this. But anyway, Congressman Goodlatte actually went down to the border to view the situation firsthand. He went through some of the detention centers. He talked to Department of Health and Human Services, McAllen Border Patrol Station, And here's some of the things that he learned from his trip. The vast majority of Central American minors who are unaccompanied meet up with their parents who are already in the United States illegally. Further, these parents often had a role in smuggling the minors into the United States. We talked about this the other day. These people are putting their children in the hands of sex traffickers, drug cartels, and at the wide open risk of just traveling unaccompanied through the deserts of Mexico to get here. They may or may not get here. Probably about half of them do. And then once they get here, now we're finding out they weren't coming to leave their parents. They've come to meet up with their parents who are here illegally. At a tour of the HHS facility housing boys ages 8 to 17, members were told that the phone is ringing off the hook with parents looking for their children who they know made, and often directed to make, the dangerous journey to the United States. While Chairman Goodlatte and ISO were on a ride along with the Border Patrol along the Rio Grande, they witnessed the apprehension of a mother and child from El Salvador and a 15-year-old boy from Honduras. The boy said he came to reunite with his mother, who has been in Los Angeles since he was 6. That's 9 years. Both said they were coming here in violation of law. Another thing that Congressman Goodlatte learned was Border Patrol agents say the best way to stop the crisis is deterrence. He was talking to them, what can we do, what needs to happen? And Border Patrol agents stated that unequivocally the best way to stop the surge of Central Americans is deterrence, and there must be an end of what is now essentially a catch and release. We've been talking about amnesty, we've been talking about asylum. These people, these kids and adults are showing up, they're claiming asylum. We're finding out that 65% of them are given immediate asylum approval without any research or backup data to prove their claims. Then we find out that out of that 65% who received immediate asylum, 70% of them were fraudulent claims. Well, at this point, they're already out there on our streets. They're already in the community. We have people who are trying to get here legally, who have filled out the proper applications, who are in line. They're waiting 7 years and longer, trying to get citizenship. They're good people. They're working. And then you've got this. You got liars coming across the border, risking a child's life to get here, and then they still don't show up for court. They claim asylum. They're liars, and they're illegal. All right? Number 3, stringent environmental rules prevent Border Patrol agents in the Rio Grande Valley sector from accessing federal lands along the border. Are you kidding me? Border Patrol agents cited restrictions on federal lands as a burden to doing their job of securing the border. The Departments of Interior and Agriculture currently have rules that prevent Border Patrol agents from accessing federal lands within 100 miles of the border under the guise of environmental preservation. Wow, sounds like a turtle in the desert of Nevada, doesn't it? But this is a little bit bigger of a deal than that right now. Based on his findings, Chairman Goodlatte released the following statement. This trip has confirmed that the current crisis at the border is a disaster. I had to go to my congressman to find out that it's a disaster, y'all. It's a disaster of President Obama's own making. While there are some laws that complicate how we deal with minors from Central America coming into the U.S. illegally, it's crystal clear that President Obama has many tools he could use now to quell this activity in the Rio Grande Valley and prevent minors from making the dangerous journey to the United States. If President Obama wants to stop this problem, he should enforce our immigration laws and quit using his pen and phone to create administrative legalization programs. Additionally, he needs to direct officials at the Department of Homeland Security to crack down on the asylum fraud and implement deterrents to stop people from entering in violation of the law. This would send the unequivocal message that it is no longer worth the risk to subject children to the dangers of the perilous trip north to our southern border. President Obama created this crisis, and he has the power to stop it now. Children's lives are at stake, and so is the integrity of our immigration system. That's Congressman Goodlatte's words, not mine. Links will be below the video. And as a end note, hey, you know what? I'm proud of my congressman. Way to go, Mr. Goodlatte. Now, I will say as a side note, Congressman Goodlatte, while you're doing all of this and doing what you need to do, I'll probably be the girl you see with a sign and a flag at an overpass protesting all of this insanity. We don't want him here in our district, and I think you know that. We want people to come here and work hard, earn their legal status. I have plenty of friends that are from other countries. They're here, they work to get their papers right, they're paying taxes, they're good people, they're legal, and they're lawful. These people I don't want here, and I know none of my neighbors do either. So we're going to do what we can do, and we appreciate you doing what you can do, Congressman.